controversy after the father of the Orlando nightclub terrorist attended Hillary Clinton's rally yesterday in Kissimmee, Florida. Now, he was spotted, you can see him right there, seated right behind the Democratic nominee. Now, earlier I asked the Republican presidential candidate, Donald Trump, about this and more. Take a look. So David Duke says something positive about Donald Trump, and you repeatedly say you denounce David Duke. And then they ask you again and again and again, denounce, denounce, denounce. And here's a guy, the father of this Orlando terrorist who killed 49 people at a nightclub, injured another 53 other people. He's right behind Hillary Clinton in Kissimmee, Florida yesterday. This is a guy who, after his son killed all these people, said, well, the issue of homosexuality and punishment belongs to God. It does not belong to a servant of Allah, but I'm really saddened that he has committed this action. And then he said, our brothers, etc., our warrior brothers in the Taliban movement and national Afghan Taliban are rising up, so he supports the Taliban. And then all the Hillary campaign can say about it is, well, it was a 3,000-person rally, open door to the public. When you add that to the fact that Hillary takes money from a country like Saudi Arabia, where men tell women how to dress, women can't drive, women can't go to school or work without a husband's permission, gays and lesbians are executed, Christians are persecuted, you can't build a Christian church and you can't build a Jewish temple, the Clinton Foundation took up to $25 million and the Clinton Library took $10 million. Would you take money from the Saudis?
No, and I will say this, that I heard about that, and I saw the picture of him with a red hat, but it didn't have Make America Great on it, by the way, and she did not disavow. And if that were me, this would be a headline all over the world about Trump, but she did not, as I understand it, disavow this man. And he's got some pretty harsh views. So I think it's, look, it's a whole double standard, but we're punching through it. And I think the people understand. I really think the people understand. So that's pretty much it, Sean.
Can I just go through your agenda really quick? Because I want people that maybe want to understand, to me, what this election is about. Now, really, really quick. So that list of justices, that's the type of justice you will appoint to the Supreme Court, correct?
Well, I want to look, and we, as you know, I put 11 people in that were highly vetted and just people that are terrific. But another example would be Justice Scalia. That's what we're really looking for, as close to that as we could get. He was terrific, and that was not supposed to happen, and it happened because these things do happen. Yeah. But as close to Justice Scalia as we can get.
And you're going to lower the corporate rate. You're going to allow multinational corporations at a very low rate to bring back, and you're going to allow energy independence and expansion. Do you think you can become, America can be energy independent in 4 years?
I do, if not sooner. I do, absolutely. Companies are being put out of business. Companies in the energy business are being put out of business by regulation and horrible, horrible rules that they're making up on a daily basis, and they're putting all of these people. I'll give you an example. The miners are being put out of business. Hillary Clinton wants all miners out of business, and I think it's one of the reasons I'm doing so well in Ohio and Pennsylvania.
You'll expand
lots
coal
of different
mining
places, but the miners are out of business.
She said she wants to fire coal miners. They're going to lose jobs, and coal companies out of business. So you expand coal mining, you'll expand drilling, you'll expand fracking, nuclear, and new technology. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, it's 100% true, all of it, 100% true.
And the plan you laid out yesterday on corporate rates and repatriation for multinational corporations, that's going to happen, and about half of American workers won't pay any federal income tax under your plan.
A tremendous amount will not pay anything, and the rates are going to be very low. The tax cut is massive, and the corporate tax cut, people are going to bring back companies. They're going to start companies. The jobs are going to flourish, and I think we'll go over the 4%. Right now, we're practically at nothing.
And you will not allow refugees in from countries that practice Sharia, or where our National Director of Intelligence, FBI, CIA Director are warning that ISIS will infiltrate without proper 100% vetting.
That is correct, 100%.
And you will build that wall. How certain, who was it? Jeb Bush said he's not going to build that wall. It's never going to happen. Is that wall going up?
Oh, we're going to build the wall. We need the wall. The security, as you know, the Border Patrol agents, 16,500, they endorsed me. And when they did, I said, tell me, the wall, really important? They said, Mr. Trump, we desperately need it. The wall we want, the wall we need. And we're going to have the wall, and Mexico's going to pay for the wall, by the way, Sean, just in case. They're going to pay because we lose so much money in terms of trade deficit with Mexico. Mexico will pay for the wall.
And let's talk about Obamacare. You've talked about eliminating it. You've talked about portability, pre-existing conditions, and health care savings accounts. Do you believe health care savings accounts is the antidote?
Well, I think it's one of them. I think it's a great alternative. They work. They're fabulous. You can move. You can do whatever you want to do. Everybody wants them. You'll save money. You'll have much better plans. I mean, look at what's going on with Obamacare. The rates are going through the roof. Deductibles, I mean, you won't even get to use it unless you have a real big, long-lasting problem. No, it's certainly one method, and there are many, by the way, Sean. You know, I know you always mention that, but there are many methods. Yeah. But they'll all be better. And you don't have to be limited to one or two. We can use other methods. But people will be paying a lot less money. Sean, they'll be paying a lot less money for a lot better care.
You talked about really building up America's military. That's going to cost money. I did read a critic of yours from your economics speech, and they said, well, he's not dealing with spending. He's not dealing with entitlements. Would you eliminate baseline budgeting and built-in increases that every department has in Washington?
Yes, the answer is yes. What we have to do, Sean, we have to build up our military. Our military is so depleted, we have to build up our military. There's nothing we can do about that. We've never needed a military just about so badly. So the military itself has to be built up, and we can't do anything about that. At the same time, I'm sure we can do it for a smaller price than most people would think, because that's what I do. It's called negotiation.
You know what?
But we have to build up our military. It's very depleted.
For all those people that say they're Republicans, we went down the entire list of differences now between you and Hillary. And if they're going to stay, you know, on this never Trump thing, they're responsible for her Supreme Court picks. They're responsible for the refugees that are unvetted. They will be responsible for whatever illegal immigrants do. They'll be responsible when we have a depleted military and a crisis comes. So I think this is a compare and contrast election to me. Very different visions for the country, Mr. Trump.
These are terrible people. Look, these are terrible people. They're endorsing because I don't want them. The people that are there now, I don't want. Look at the world. Look at what's gone on with the Middle East. I mean, it's a mess. These are the people that are advising. These are the advisors. These are hangers-on. They couldn't make a living in the regular private sector, frankly. And they know I don't want them. I've never spoken to these people. I don't know who these people are. So, look, these people are not the kind of people we want. These are people that have given us a messed up world. You look at North Korea. You look at the Middle East. You look at every single thing we're doing. It's a mess.
That's scary.
You know, they form because Trump isn't their kind of a guy. I don't want these people. We're going to have so much better. It's going to be so much better, Sean. Your head will spin. So much better.
Mr. Trump, always appreciate your time. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sean.